Hello. It is the day after Comic Con. We left on Sunday at around 11:30. Got home at 8:30 maybe. Record time too. We are very lucky. So, let's show off everything we got here. One of our favorite vendors, Full Moon Studios, have finally put the Subspecies films on Blu-ray, so we picked these up. We do have the Subspecies box set on DVD, signed by Charles Band, but yeah, wanted to get it on Blu-ray. We scored the Tiki's exclusive at Cryptozoic. Joker and Harley Quinn, quite brilliant. These are all the free books that we got from like Random House and Penguin or whoever. Let's see what we got. We got Discovery on Next Book, Del Rey's Next Reads. Okay, so this is like a sampler. And the sampler, X-Heroes. Peter Clines, sorry. City of Brass. As you can see, we've got a couple of these. We had somebody with us, and we thought maybe we'd grab an extra one for someone down here that we could give it to. We caught the premiere Batman Hush, and tried finding the graphic novel for it to purchase, and we couldn't find it. So we picked up The Dark Knight. Gotham by Midnight. I didn't know this. I'm not sure how long this series went on. I got the first one. It seemed pretty cut and dry. But I liked what I read of it, and I'm glad I found this. It was a nice surprise. Gotham Central, also another nice surprise. Justice League Dark number 4, which is one of the ones I don't have. And Court of the Dead, Sideshow people were there. This book was at a different seller though, and the artist was there on Saturday, so I was able to get it signed. And this underneath them, I'm going to use it as a game mat. I'm thinking it's probably for food or something, like a placemat. But the gentleman that was selling these just gave them to me. They're nice and rubberized on the bottom. Plasticky kind of top, similar to what you would find in a mouse pad. And speaking of the gentleman, I wish I could remember the name of the vendor, because he was really, really nice, very talkative. All of these graphic novels I picked up from him, and it was almost under $10. It pays to be nice and just talk with people, ask them how their day is, things like that. Just don't say you want this and throw the money at them. And also, I saw that he had a his booth was brilliant. It was like 90% DC stuff. And it was so hard not to take advantage of his kindness. There was this long box of figures underneath all the graphic novels. And I picked up some amazing figures. So, these three here, $5 each. And then this right here, I have been drooling over for about 3 years now at my local comic book shop, which sells it for maybe $30 or $40. Also $5. I'm a huge fan of Deadman, and yeah, brilliant. So online, the pre-orders for this was sold out. It's the Ravishing Red Raven version of the Bombshells, and I was able to pick this up at Cryptozoic, which is wonderful and nice. I haven't even opened it yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to, and if I do, it's probably going to be something of a unboxing video. And speaking of Cryptozoic, I also picked up another bombshell, and this one in particular, we got. Come on, you're almost there. There we are, almost there. Beautiful. All right, we got Batgirl. She's quite lovely too. I'm very, very pleased that I was able to grab her. There was this other vendor that sold a lot of rock and roll stuff and weird odds and ends, like t-shirts and the like. And speaking of weird odds and ends, I'm not sure where these came from. I'm sure if you ever watched cartoons as a kid, you might recognize these. These are the some baddies from Scooby-Doo. I really like the clown. That's a Wendigo or the Abominable Snowman, the Voodoo Shaman. Now, if they had the robot, I would have been over the moon. There was another vendor called Han Cholo. He had some amazing jewelry, like a Voltron head ring that was brilliant. Some Transformer rings and things like that. He had one of Skeletor that was brilliant, but it was like $300. But I picked this up. Skeletor was a theme this year for me, as you'll see soon enough. But I had to get this pin. I think it was Dark Horse had a exclusive of Mad Sweeney's coin, lucky coin from American Gods. I do collect fantasy coins, so I did have to pick up this one. And it's made to look like, a really old world type coin thing. Probably unbalanced, not the best for flipping, but it is a coin and I had to grab it. Come on. Let's get you back in there. Never mind. So, Chessex was there, and we of course picked up some dice. Not as many as we usually do, because we have that full jar of dice. So these blue ones here, I know you can't see it now, and shame on me for not having anything at the ready. They have these little flecks inside of them that glow, and it's incredible. Not under black light, I'm sure it would look brilliant too. But hold these under the light, put them in the dark, and they look brilliant. These were all 50 cents each here, which was kind of nice. Then there was a vendor we see there quite often, maybe for the past 3 or 4 years, and they sell like lots of pumpkin themed stuff and art. Looks like old print art from maybe the 1930s, stuff you would see on Halloween greeting cards or something. And this was like a blindy box. Come on. There we go. Look at this pin that came with it. Isn't that brilliant? A couple other pins. And I also got a piece of art from them. There was some amazing art this year. There was one gentleman that had this painting, this gorgeous painting, really dark, lots of blues, of Batman silhouetted on like a kneeling on a telephone line, and a full moon behind him, with Gotham City and all that. It was just lovely, so incredibly brilliant. And there's another dude that we see quite often who does this really amazing artwork, usually involving cowboys that are skeletons. And I got his new deck of cards. And he had a piece of art too that I would have just killed to have gotten. And I told myself if there was one exclusive, the only exclusive that I was hunting, and if I didn't get it, I would end up getting that piece of art. But we did not. It's the same dude. The art that I'm talking about is a gunslinger skeleton. The picture is really, really long, like a long rectangle, and his arm's outstretched. And he's either holding a pistol, or there's another one where he's holding a rifle. This is some of the art from the pumpkin people. I wish I remembered their name. See, doesn't that look like something you see on an old Halloween greeting card? They were from the 30s or 40s. And I thought this was brilliant here. Got a couple of ghosts, a parent and a child, and it's reading ghost people stories instead of ghost stories. Get it? A friend of ours who we ended up gathering some stuff for picked this up for us. It's kind of a payment, and that's nice. This was a puzzle that we got of this one dude. I forgot his name. Is it on here? No, it's not. He's got an amazing art style. Reminds me a bit of Sam Keith. Maybe a bit cleaner. Now, our friends, I guess you could call them, because I've been patronizing them for years at Steam Crow. They gave us Chess X dice. They also glow. Brilliant. They gave us this mug. I don't know if you could see it. Here we go. This is a metal, like, camping mug. So it's not something you want to put in your microwave, but oh my god, this is brilliant. Daniel and Donna at Steam Crow. Total sweethearts. I've been going to their booth forever. T-shirts. Alright, we're not done at this table, but here we go. So, because we've been going to them so long, Donna handed me this. I haven't opened it yet, but they have a series of patches, kind of like Girl Scouts have, or Boy Scouts. And they gave me this one, and it's called the Old Friend Patch. I'll try to open it one-handed. Oh yeah, come on. Let's see. Here we go. Oh. Brilliant. Alright, so this is the patch itself. This is a print of it, but wow, that's incredible. I do love pumpkins, as you probably already know. That's incredible. Daniel and Donna at Steam Crow. Their son was there. They call him Goblin. Super friendly boy. I could have just talked to him all day. I believe he just turned 17. And can't forget, also Cryptozoic. We did pick up a Cryptkins. Probably doing an unboxing for this. It's their new series. I almost want to say I talked to Matt Hyra while I was there. If that was indeed him, he was a really, really nice dude. He's the main designer at Cryptozoic, I'm guessing. But, yeah, really nice dude, very engaging. The people at Cryptozoic in general are just always brilliant and nice. So let me show you what else I got from that pumpkin vendor. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Amazing. I'm not a patriot by any means, but this was just too brilliant to pass up. Okay, t-shirts. So with that signing that I got at Insight Editions, something I forgot what it's called, they were also giving out t-shirts. And this was the t-shirt they gave me. I'm sure it was all the same for everyone, but that's the Death of the Old Taker from the Court of the Dead series. Beautiful. Maybe I can put it, display it a little bit better. There we go. Look at that. That's amazing. So, Super Severed was actually kind of a local company from San Francisco was there, and quite busy, really busy. They had some amazing t-shirts, one of which was one of April O'Neil done in the style of art of Patrick Nagel. If you know anything about popular art of the 80s, Patrick Nagel, this gentleman here, was really, really popular back then. He also did the album cover art for Duran Duran's album Rio. So, yes, it was a t-shirt done in a Patrick Nagel art style of April O'Neil from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I was drooling over that all weekend, but they were sold out. Completely sold out. I suppose if I wanted to, I could hop down to San Francisco on BART and pick one up at the main shop, or maybe online. But this is another Super 7 t-shirt here that I also thought was quite brilliant. Look at that. Long sleeve. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know the name of the vendor. He was the that rock and roll vendor with all the different odds and ends. That's where I got the Scooby-Doo figures. He had a t-shirt that I could not pass up. almost regretting not getting a second one. Yeah, see? Skeletor. Told you. Had a definite Skeletor theme going on here. Speaking of which, the most brilliant shirt I got from Super 7. They call it the Japanese Skeletor t-shirt. And look at that. I normally don't wear grey, but this was too brilliant not to pass up. Beautiful. So, the highlight of the things we gathered, we had a vendor's pass which allows us to get on the sales floor before the public. So we did that for a couple of days, just was able to walk around and look at things. We couldn't buy anything because nothing was open, but we were able to stand in line for things before the public. They had a lottery system where if you wake up early enough and you wait in the sales hall pavilion or something like that, they might give you a voucher to pick something up before the public can get it. So if that happens, they get at the stuff first, and anything that's sold out, you're, SOL. And I stood in the public line to get this. This is amazing. I'm not an exclusive hunter by any means. This is my first real big exclusive here. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. I wish I could open it up, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It'll make an amazing display piece. And I'm sure you already know that it also doubles as a proton pack. Pretty amazing, yeah? So I think that's everything, yeah? Oh, we did get some new pins, that's right. Steam Crow, again, had some new amazing pins, and I picked up one, I had to, of the Steam Crow Medic. I picked it up solely because it was a crow. I do collect crows. There was another brilliant one that was like a badge, similar to this, but it said villain, and it had a nice iconic umbrella on it. Oh, and I got this jeweled Batman pin. I think I got it from Entertainment Earth. Alright, so I guess that's it then. I could do a separate, no, I won't. Let's just open it up here. I'll have to take this off and prop it up somewhere. Let's try like that, yeah? Right, so this is going to be a Cryptokin unboxing. Picked this up at Comic-Con at the Cryptozoic booth. Let's see. So do you prefer to have your blind bags also, or blind boxes maybe, also in blind bags so you can't initially see it when you pull it out of the box? I suppose I don't have any true preference. But I do like feeling the figure. This one appears to feel like it has very big ears. Or wings, possibly. This is the body down here. Let's see, what do we got? Something with big ears. Oh, I know exactly what it is. Alright. So I'm going to say it's the giant bat Cryptokin. Come on, pull it out. It's almost there. Yes. Look at that. Isn't he beautiful? Surprisingly, I only got one Cryptokin this year. Beautiful. Alright, so this has been my Comic-Con haul review. I had an amazing experience. I went to a ton of panels. I spent all day at Hall H on Saturday. Saw the premiere of Batman Hush. The panels for Carnival Row, which looks amazing. It's going to be streaming on Amazon. and The Boys. The Boys also looks really good. Also on a streaming service, but I can't remember which one. Very gritty, kind of noir type of thing, based on a comic book, I believe. On Saturday night, so no, it was Friday. There was all day to Ballroom 20. Saturday night was the Troma panel for their birthday, and Chuck Tingle was there. I'm sure most people don't know about him. You could find him on Amazon. He's essentially an author that created his own genre of fantasy in books. I don't know how to categorize it short of homosexual dinosaurs from outer space, maybe. It's very odd. It's very odd, and that's what's so brilliant about Troma is that they are all inclusive, with everything and everyone. James Gunn, that's where he got his start with the film Romeo and Juliet, I believe. The gentleman who was directing Guardians of the Galaxy. But that's a whole other story. So, this has been my Comic-Con haul. I had an amazing time. And I'm incredibly lucky. This is in no way bragging. I just want to share my experience with you and my gratitude of having this experience. Wow. Alright. I'm just rambling now.